Hey everybody, Mystic Rob here. We're going to do an unwrapping again, you guys. We have a brand new tarot to add to the collection. The Infinite Door by Pamela Love. And the art is by Chris Maniecki. Pamela Love is known for her jewelry design, you guys. This is actually her first tarot deck, and it was released in September 2025. So I am maybe a little bit too late to the party, but it was really hard for me to get this tarot deck in my location. So I just got it 2 days ago, and I've been wanting to open this deck so badly because I've seen so many reviews of this deck. I've seen so many people using this deck online, and I thought I need to get this deck. So we finally have it. It is in the collection. We are going to open this deck, you guys. So come with me to embark in the Infinite Door Tarot. So this box looks pretty elegant, you guys. There's really not much on it. It has a picture here of the artwork. Here's the side of the box. Here is the back of the box, but that's not really the back. That is, there's a sticker is here, but when we take the cellophane off, this will also come off. Let's unwrap this baby and let's see what this is all about, you guys. Like I said, this was really hard for me to get in my area. Like I said, you guys, this was a really hard deck for me to get in my area, but I finally managed to get it. And so I've been so wanting to open this deck, and I finally just got it. So let's open this baby and let's see what it's all about. Like I said at the beginning, you guys, this box looks so pretty and so elegant. Here's the back without the paper wrapped around it. It says illumination, navigation, meditation, divination. So very beautiful. It's got sort of a matte feeling here on the top. It is really gorgeous. It opens here in a drawer sort of styles. Let's get in there. This is the inside of the box. This is the inside of the box, and like I said, it opens and closes like in a drawer sort of style. Here comes with a little piece of cloth so you can pull it in and out. This is the book that it comes with, you guys. Look at these finishes. It looks so beautiful. It looks almost like it's an indie deck, but I don't think this is an indie deck, but it almost looks like it, you guys. I love this sort of stitching here on the back. It allows for a much easier opening of the book. And as you can see here, it gives you a picture of the card. And here it gives you the meaning of the card. This is the Chariot. So take a look at that. Or pause your device and read that so you can see how that reads. Here's the Strength card. And once again, you can pause your device and read that and see how that reads. And here's the table of contents. It has an introduction, tarot, basics, major arcana, and minor arcana. It looks like it's pretty simple. Here's the introduction, you guys. I'm going to pause there. You can pause your device and read that. It continues here. And once again, pause your device and read that. And here it continues. That, you guys, and then it jumps into the major and minor arcana, as you can see. Like I said, it gives you a picture here of the card, and it gives you the message here on the other side. Very beautiful book. This is by Sterling Ethos. Beautiful booklet, you guys. And here we have the cards. It comes with this piece of paper that we need to take out. And right off the bat, I can tell you that the size is more of an oracle size, right? So it's not your typical tarot card. And the cardstock is pretty good. It's got a rose petal sort of a feeling, but it doesn't give you that rough rose petal. I have a feeling that it's sort of going to slide a lot easier than a rose petal would. And it looks like printing is really good. This is the back of the card, and as you can see, they are totally reversible. So if you read in reverse, this is really, really good. Here we have our Fool. to begin with. What beautiful colors. I love the pastels already, you guys. Beautiful. It looks like he's just about to fall off. You see that? There's that dog there. And it looks like he is trying to just hold off. He's got a mask on his face. He's got a rose. This is of course, RWS inspired. So if you're familiar with the RWS, this is not going to be a hard deck for you. Here's the Magician, and it looks like it's the picture that she chose for the cover of the box, except this one has a candle that it's sort of upside down and also right side up, you guys. There's the High Priestess. What a beautiful High Priestess. I love the fact that she is a tree, but yet she still has arms. And here you see the other two female figures there. She is holding the pomegranate fruit, and that looks really, really cool. There's the Empress. Wow. You guys, I love the colors. They're very feminine. And because of the pastel colors, you see the pinks and you see the lilas here. You have the blue sky, you have the green here. What a beautiful! She's got a mushroom head, you guys. Here's the Emperor, the Aries, you guys. And as I was saying on one of my other videos, I am an Aries, so that's a little bit of information about me there. I like the Emperor card, obviously. This is the Hierophant. Oh, I really like those purples there. I love these sort of candelabro things right next to him. I love the fact that you cannot see his face, but you see the power there, right? And he's holding the keys on his lap. That looks really, really cool. And of course, it's what we can see here is that it has a frame, but the frame is not very intrusive. It sort of blends with the background of the card. So I don't think, if you don't like frames, I don't think this one is going to be one that is going to bother you too much. There's the Chariot, and what a powerful Chariot card that is, you guys, with the two tigers there. Wow, they're roaring, they're ready to take off. This is the Strength card, and it's sort of like upside down a little bit. Look, her head is burning, and so she is taming that tiger or that leopard, but she's having a really hard time with it, and it looks like maybe she has lost the battle because her head is burning and there's even smoke coming out, and they're both falling. So it looks like they fell on their struggle there. There's the Hermit. What a beautiful hermit. I love the shell on top of his face. This is a very minimalistic sort of a Dali, sort of a Picasso sort of a picture that is really, really interesting. And due to the fact that Pamela Love is a jewelry designer, one can really see that here. I just feel designer looks all over this deck. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's giving me peaceful sort of a feeling. I think the colors, because the colors are tamed, because the colors are absolutely gorgeous, it gives me sort of a peaceful sort of feeling. Look at this Justice card. She's got a head on one side of the scale. She's got a heart on the other side of the scale. So it's like brain versus heart, right? Very, very interesting. This is the Hanged Man. What a beautiful Hanged Man that is. You don't see the whole person there hanging, but you see just the foot or the leg, and it's hanging by snake there. But there's also a chain wrapped around the ankle. Very, very interesting. This is the Death card. What a pretty Death card. I love it. It's like everybody, some of them look like they're not even dead yet. Like this one looks like it's dying. This one looks also like it's dying. This one looks like it's been dead. And this one too. And then there is the Death. And she is just bursting with flames. I get this feeling of movement with this deck. I feel like it's active. I feel like it's not just standing still. I feel like it's actually moving. This is a Temperance, and this is a beautiful Temperance. Usually we see an image of an angel sort of pouring liquid from one jar to the other. Here we don't really see that, but we do see the balancing act here, right? With all of those hands sort of holding all of those cups, and then from those cups, there's water going from one to the other. Very, very interesting. And they're laying on sort of a pawn. The devil. Oh, what a beautiful devil card, really. Here's a normal picture of a man, or a normal silhouette of a man. And here you have the devil. It's like he's in disguise. It's like you can't really see that that's the devil, but then when you really look, you see that that's the devil. You can see that from the shadow right behind this. Here's the tower, and this one is already just fell. It looks like lightning struck. It looks like fire has taken over, and somebody tried to catch him. There's a hand here, but it was too late. Really pretty. This is the star, you guys, and it's a little bit too dark for a star card for me, but I don't really see much in there. There's the moon, and of course the moon is also dark, but the moon should be dark when you ask me. Look, she's got another face, or she doesn't have a face, or it looks like she could put a mask on. There's so much to see here. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I kind of like the framing on this deck. It looks like it just really goes very well with the deck. This is the sun. I like this sun card very much because you don't see a baby, but you see sort of a fetus there. And there's 3 women figures just sort of holding the fetus there. It's like, to me, like what is going to come out of this fetus is going to be the light. So it could also mean to me that maybe a pregnancy is about to happen. Maybe a baby is about to come. Very, very interesting. Here's Judgment. Oh, what a lovely Judgment card, really. Once again, the colors are beautiful. So I really like the colors. I really like the design. This is the World. Wow. And as I said before, the World is one of my favorite cards from the Rider-Waite. And we come to the Wands, and this is the Ace of Wands. Look, there's a piece of jewelry there, so you can tell that she incorporated jewelry into her card design, which is really, really cool. I love jewelry, as you can see. So the fact that she is a jewelry designer, and I'm actually going to look her up online. I want to see what sort of jewelry design she's doing. Maybe I'll buy a piece or 2 from her. Here we have the Two of Wands, really, really pretty. Really, really pretty and intriguing. Here's the Three of Wands, and as you can see, he's standing there on a desert, sort of a landscape, it looks like. He's planted those wands on the ground, and it looks like new growth is happening around them. Look, there's a hand here, and he's holding the other one. He's got some sort of a symbol there on his back. Interesting. Here's the Four of Wands, and that is a perfect Four of Wands. You can see there's happiness and joyfulness there. Here is the Five of Wands. That is really, really beautiful. I love how the hand is coming out of the mouth of the snake, and wands are growing out of the fingers. That's really, really powerful. And here we have the Six of Wands, victory, right? That looks sort of like out of space, or sort of like a little bit of a Star Wars kind of an image to me. This is the Seven of Wands. Really, really beautiful. I love the colors on the wands. They're almost a little bit like rainbowish. And look at the wands carefully, you guys. This one has a snake on both sides. This one's have hands. This one has a snake against on it. This one has a snake again on it. This too as well. And then hands. Really, really interesting. You cannot see the face of this image. Here you have the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Here is the Nine of Wands, you guys. Yeah, standing her ground. This is the Ten of Wands, and of course, too much to carry, right? This is a very, very Rider-Waite sort of image that we're seeing here. Here's the Page of Wands. I'm loving it, you guys. I'm really, really liking this deck, and I'm really connecting with this deck right now. So this is the Knight of Wands. Oh, look at that Queen of Wands. Is she gorgeous? I love the fact that on her face is a big scarab there, and she's just sitting there on her throne with her wand. Look at this King of Wands. I like it. It looks like he's wearing pajamas, you guys. So it also is giving me sort of a modern, sort of a futuristic feel to it. I'm not getting an old feeling with this deck at all. Now we're coming to the cups, and this one is, of course, the Ace of Cups. This is the Two of Cups. Beautiful. Look at the faces. Gorgeous. Look at the flames on the background here, and I love the whole theme with the snakes. I wonder if in her jewelry work she has a lot of snakes. I can already tell that maybe that is like one of her signature pieces or so. Like I said, I'm gonna look online and I'm gonna look at some of her jewelry work. This is the Three of Cups, and as you can see, there's celebration going on. Interesting that you cannot see the faces. There's the Four of Cups and cactus. So she's using the cactus here because it's, a cactus, you can't really touch it. It's far away from a rose, right? So one has to be careful. Here we have the Five of Cups, you guys. And I love the fact that the head is shining and he's looking down. He doesn't see the cups behind him. Very, very interesting. There is the Six of Cups, and once again, we have a whole cactus theme going on. Look at her sitting there with her sunglasses, and that's what I'm saying. It's got sort of a fashion, sort of a feeling to it. Elegance. I feel also elegance here. There's our Seven of Cups, and it's being served to you on a silver platter, as you can see, but be careful. Very, very nice. This is the Eight of Cups, you guys. So walking away, his head is on fire, as you can see here. It looks here like this is a hand, but it's sort of like, submerging in the water. And it looks like to me like he's walking away. He's putting that or that person or that situation under the water, and it's just walking away. So I like it. I feel like I'm going to be able to do really good readings with this deck already. I feel like I'm already connecting with this deck, but of course we'll know at the end of the video. So stick around all the way to the end. I'll tell you exactly if this is a deck that I'm going to be able to incorporate right away or maybe not. This is the Nine of Cups. There's the Ten of Cups, and it's just joyful, right? There's not much to say there. There's the Page of Cups. I love the octopus on his face. Octopus is one of my favorite animals. And while I love to eat octopus, a little bit something about me. Did you know that octopus are one of the most intelligent animals out there? And so they're amazing. So if you want to do a little bit of research about octopus, you'll know that they're so intelligent. So as delicious as they are to me, I try not to eat it. Although I'm already vegetarian a lot of the times, so I barely eat any meat or I barely eat any dead animals. Barely, sometimes though, but very, very rarely. This is the Knight of Cups. This is our Queen of Cups. Don't you just love that shell on top of her face? I love the fact that a hand is coming out. And I'm saying love a lot because I'm really feeling the love on this deck. There's the King of Cups, and he's got a shell there as a head, but there's a huge eye there. Interesting, you guys. Now we're getting to the Ace of Swords. The swords are always so intriguing. At least to me they are. Look at that Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Ooh, I love this Two of Swords. I love how she doesn't have just a cloth. There's actually somebody putting the hand in front of her face so she cannot see. The swords are being binded by two snakes. Really, really beautiful. Oh, what a beautiful Three of Swords. Wow, I love flowers, and it looks not so sad, but then at the same time, you can see the mood here because it is raining, and you can see that rain coming down. You can see the clouds on the top. So it still gives you that sort of sadness and that sort of you know, cloudy moment in our lives, but yet what a beautiful, beautiful card. This is the Four of Swords. And as you can see there, she looks like she's tired. Here we have the Five of Swords, and it looks like a battle just took place, but there's only a fruit there, the pomegranate. There's the Six of Swords, and he's definitely just sailing away. Look at this sort of artwork. This is just absolutely breathtaking. How you can see the reflection of the sunset on the waves here is just absolutely gorgeous. The tones of the blues, it just gives it motion. So for artistic purposes, this is just really, really special. This is full of artwork, and I'm really, really liking this. He has the Seven of Swords there. We have the Seven of Swords here. And while he thinks he's getting away with it, look what he's carrying. It's nothing but snakes. But he or she thinks that they're getting away with it, but they're getting away with nothing but snakes on their hands. So it's more of a guilt card when you ask me. A lot of the times I see the Seven of Swords and I think, okay, well, are they just getting away with it? Are they trying to steal something, or are we trying to do that? And so here you get that very, very clearly. You see somebody walking away, but you know, it's not worth it. It looks like it was the wrong move. Here you have the Seven of what? Here you have the Eight of Swords, you guys. And this one is a very interesting Eight of Swords. And it looks like she's being tied. It looks like her hands are being bound with her own hair. Isn't that interesting? The Nine of Swords, nightmares. What a tremendous Nine of Swords, really. If this doesn't say Nine of Swords, then I don't know what does. This is really nightmares. This is anxiety. Look, he's even covering himself with the blanket as if he just can't take it anymore. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Look at that. You know, even though this image has been stabbed with all of these swords, it looks like he's blue and there's stars all over his body. So to me, it looks like he's transcending. And so this is a very, very special image. And it's one of those images that gives me hope because I see that I see that transcending on his body. This is the Page of Swords, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous as well. The Knight of Swords. His head is just a cloud. It almost looks like he's completely spaced out. He's not moving. Usually we see the Knight of Swords as a very fast moving image. Here he's not moving. It looks like there's confusion. It looks like he has no idea where he needs to go. Very interesting. Here's our Queen of Swords, and she definitely looks like a Queen of Swords. And once again, I see all of this sort of artwork that reminds me of Cubism. It reminds me of Dali. It reminds me of Picasso. It reminds me of that 20th century artwork, modernism sort of artwork. And here we see it again with the King of Swords, right? I really like the fact that hands are coming out of his head. And so very, very interesting. And here we have our Ace of Pentacles. We're coming to the Pentacles. What a Pentacle card. I don't really need to say much about that. I love the Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, there's that whole balancing out. You see that there's a wave here that is engulfing this whole image. I wonder if it's going to come crashing on him or if he's going to be able to maintain that perfect balance. What a perfect Two of Pentacles. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. Once again, this just speaks Dali to me. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is a very RWS sort of a picture. Five of Pentacles. I don't know if I really see the comparison between the RWS Five of Pentacles with this Five of Pentacles, but you know, I guess later on it will come to me. I don't really see it right now. This is, of course, the Six of Pentacles, and this is a perfect Six of Pentacles when you ask me. Giving and taking. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Beautiful. The artwork is gorgeous. Eight of Pentacles. You guys, it looks like he's blowing bubbles. Of Pentacles. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. Once again, with that sort of cloud on the face. He's got that flying fish on his hand. He's sitting on the pentacles there. Very, very pretty. Here's the Ten of Pentacles. And so very different from the RWS. There's a shell. There's an eye inside of the shell. Very, very interesting. There's our Page of Pentacles. There's our Knight of Pentacles. Pretty beautiful. Once again, not moving much, you guys. And it looks like the pages are confused. It looks like their minds are clouded. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. She's gorgeous. And there's our King of Pentacles, surrounded with all of that nature, even though he is sitting on a desert sort of a landscape. Hey, so, Rob, how is this deck shuffling? So you guys, it's not gilded, as you can see. It is sort of a chunky deck, but to my surprise, this shuffles just beautifully. Look at this. Because as I said at the beginning, it doesn't really have that much of a rose petal to it. It has a really good cardstock, you guys. And I must confess, this is a cardstock that is completely new to me. I have never seen this cardstock before. This shuffles just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Not a problem shuffling. If we do a spread, it spreads pretty good. I've seen better, but this one spreads really, really good. The Infinite Door. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? I am totally going to incorporate this deck into my readings. I am going to use this deck right away. I love the artwork. I love the cardstock. I love the printing. I really like the artwork. This is just a gorgeous deck. I'm so glad I finally got it. Like I said at the beginning, this was really hard for me to get, and I am so glad that it's finally here, you guys. Beautiful deck. I am really, really happy to have this guy in my collection, and we're going to start using this deck right away. You guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please. And as I always say, until the next time.